Hello, good morning, student. Today, I want to give the lectures for 12th Science IT students JavaScript. First, I want to revise all 11 standard syllables. Then I continue the JavaScript 12 standards. Continue. First of all, I am sharing the screen related PPT that you have to watch carefully. After that, I share you this PPT in WhatsApp group also. So see that PPT. प्रथम मी डॉक्टर विनोद मधुकर गायकवाड हे आपले कॉलेजचे संस्थापक 14 मे रोजी निधन झाले. त्यांना भावपूर्ण श्रद्धांजली देऊ इच्छितो. त्यांच्या आत्म्यास शांती लाभो ही ईश्वरचरणी प्रार्थना करतो. त्यांच्या परिवारास या मोठ्या दुःखातून सावरून घ्यावं, बाहेर काढावं ही ईश्वरचरणी प्रार्थना सर्वांच्या वतीने करतो आणि मी आजच्या लेक्चरला स्टार्ट करतो. Welcome to St. Peter Junior College, Vasai West, 12th Science IT student, presented by Assistant Professor Bipin P. Vaiti. You have science book, PDF file, but you cannot read whole parts and understood very well without help of the teachers and learn IT subjects. That's why I make the PPT. I note down few points related to JavaScript, and then I show you the practical session also with this video. JavaScript. JavaScript is an interpreted scripting language. What do you mean that? HTML have the limitations. HTML cannot show the date and time. HTML cannot do the validation part. HTML cannot do the interactive web pages. So we require the interpreted language, that is JavaScript. It is a programming language that executes its instruction directly and freely without compiling machine language instruction in the previous program. It will interact directly. You have to see the code in HTML file, and you no need to compile it directly. Convert, interpret through the browser, web browser. Features. JavaScript is a lightweight scripting language. Its file size is very less. It does not support all features of object-oriented programming language, but somewhat features of object-oriented programming language we can see. Just like functions we are creating, object we are creating, that we are using built-in object that we can execute in the JavaScript. No need of special software to run the JavaScript program. You have to create the HTML file. Extension of the file is .html, and inside that we are using script tag and declare your language, and then we write the JavaScript code. It is an object-oriented scripting language. It supports event-based programming facility. It is case-sensitive language. It is an object-oriented. I already told about that functions. It build a block of statement and execute together. That is called object. And there are many built-in objects who helps you to do the calculation, show data and time, and many objects are inbuilt. And it is also event-based. That means on click or on mouse over on keyboard event we can use, and we can make interactive page with the client side. So JavaScript is a case sensitive also. That means there are some of the functions we are writing or methods we are writing, object we are writing, they require the capital or small letter. It is specified. It helps the browser to perform input validation without wasting the user time by the web server access. That means it helps the browser to perform input validation. What do you mean that? When you enter the value, just like login page is there, if you are entering over there username and password, if passwords you are wrongly typed, your username you are wrongly typed, they verify there and give you errors on that page only. Directly they interacting without wasting the time. It goes on the server and then server will reply. It's not. That's why it is client side scripting language. It can handle data and time very effectively. It shows the data and time visiting part when you access your file. That also we can get a handles with the data and time. Most of the JavaScript control statement syntax is the same as the syntax of control system statement in other programs. Just like C, C++ have the control statement. Same like that we can use in the JavaScript. If loop, for, while. Important part of JavaScript is the ability to create new function within scripts. That is very important. Creating new function. We are creating many new functions over there. Declare a function in JavaScript using function keyword. There we have the function keyword, then we write a function name, then we open the curly bracket and write the function statement. Software that can run on any hardware platform. That means JavaScript program, it can run on any platform, PC, Mac, Sun, Spark, any personal computer, Windows operating system, Mac OS, Linux. We can perform this any software and any hardware. So that's why it is platform independent software. It is a platform independent scripting language. It is also known as client side scripting, because whatever we work, we are giving the request to the server, that is client side, and they interact you in a client side. That's why it is client side scripting language. There are two ways of scripting: server side and client side. I give the what do you mean client side and what do you mean server side. In this type, script reside on the client computer, that is in the browser, and that can run on the client. So that means this type of scripts are placed inside an HTML document only, and that is client side. Whatever we design the web page on the browser, and it interact and it show the output on this browser directly, so it reside on that browser's, that document is called a client side. But in this type, server side, in this type, the script reside on the web server. When you interact with the server, that is a ASP active server page. Okay, so that time it, or Java server page, it send the data to the server, and server interact you to execute that script. It must be activated by the client, and then it is executed. And client is active, then only it is executed. Like it's client server relationship. Client give the request, server will respond. That scripting language is called the server side scripting. There are ASP language, JSP language, active server page, Java server. These are all the server side scripting language. Got it? Next, JavaScript code can be inserted in HTML program between tag. Language attribute is used to set scripting language, and you can place any number of scripts in HTML. There are two methods to insert JavaScript in the HTML. Scripts can be placed or in the section of the HTML or in a both. Example, JavaScript, we can use scripting language. See that now, script tag inside the body tag, language equal to JavaScript, and inside the we can write the JavaScript statement. Then we close the script, close the body HTML. See that now HTML body structures are there. Here it is a HTML file structure, and inside that whatever we are using the script JavaScript statement. So we have to use script tag, and in between script and slash script we can write any JavaScript statement. That means JavaScript we can use in the in between body tag also. Also we can use in the heading section. So we can see that heading section also we can use the same thing, script tag and closing script. In between we are using the JavaScript, and then we declare the JavaScript. It will execute in the body section. So best practicing to terminate JavaScript statement with the same. Any statement with whatever we are writing in between script and slash script, you have to close with the semicolon. It's not required if you write each statement on a new line, and it's not required. One by one, you use the semicolon and go to the next statement, continue in the same line, you can type the code. Got it? Next, I want to show you the one program first related JavaScript, welcome to JavaScript, and then I discuss the variable. I share the screen. See the notepad window. I use HTML, head, title. We are using title. This is JavaScript page. Close the title. In the heading section also we can use the script tag or body section. First of all, I use in the body section. This is normal. This is content of web page. Normally I'm writing over there. Then I use the script tag. I declare the language equal to quotes the JavaScript. After that I'm writing over there, welcome to JavaScript program. Then close the script. After that close the body, then close the HTML. I save the file, click on file, save as. Same way you have to save your file, no need to save separately. I use there. Okay, here I'm using the JavaScript 1 dot extension with the dot HTML. All files, save it. Now I go on that particular folder, and then after that we can see the file, right click, open with Google Chrome or any browser. Hello. Set as default. Now we can see the code. This is content page, but here JavaScript is not working. Maybe by default the scripting plugins is not on. So now I again right click, open with, and then go on my Internet Explorer. Now they are asking downside. See that now activist control, allow block content. Then only they will allow the page. This is the content of web page. Okay, but here we are writing just welcome to JavaScript. Here we have to display with the document dot write statement. See that now. We cannot write only welcome to JavaScript and content will display on the page. We have to use the sum of the object and method. So document is an object in a JavaScript. Document, it is a DOM, document object model. Okay, then we are using dot, separate that, and then write is a method, and then you are using the display part. And now in the double invited we are writing welcome to JavaScript. After that we close the simple bracket, we write the semicolon. See that now. Now save the file. Now I refresh over here. Okay, again I close it, right click, open with Google Chrome, set as default. Let's see again, open with Internet Explorer. Yeah, they are asking JavaScript related, allow. Error is there. I will see again. What's the problem? Related document dot write. Document is an object, write is a method. Yeah, see that now. It shows the welcome to JavaScript program. Here I'm making the D small dot right. That's why I said it is a case sensitive language. We have to write document dot write, and after that we are using double inverted comma, welcome to JavaScript program, semicolon. Browser supported that code, browser interpret that code, and then it show the first one, they show the smally this content of the web that is in the normal HTML. But this statement welcome to JavaScript, it shows by the JavaScript statement, that is document dot write. Is it clear? Yes. Okay, now we will continue the next. JavaScript variable. The variable is a basic unit of the storage in JavaScript program. There are rules to declare the variables. Variable name must be consist of alphabet digits and underscore. That means when you are using variable name, it should be in alphabet A to Z, digits 0 to 9, and you can use one symbol, that is underscore. We cannot use any other symbol. They must start with an alphabet. Always it starts with the alphabet. Uppercase, lowercase are distinct. That means uppercase variable ABC capital and small abc, it is distinct, different variable. This means that variable sum, given sum is not same the sum capital sum. It should not contain blank space. We cannot write in the variable name blank space or any special symbol except underscore. We can write underscore. We can see the minus sign in the keyboard. We use the shift and minus, that is underscore down. Okay. Next, standard keywords are not allowed as a variable name. We are writing if, while, do. That is a keyword of the JavaScript program that we cannot use as a variable name. Example, document, we cannot write. While, we cannot write. Variable name can be limited up to 255 character. It has a limitation. Variable name, it should be to 255 character. We cannot write more than 255. Variable name in JavaScript is declared with the keyword var. Var is a keyword. Var means variant. It can give any data type, integer, float, and all that. So we see the some of the variable name data type also. When we store information in the form of alphabets, numbers, or alphanumeric values. A to Z we are storing over there in alphabet or number or alphanumeric. So it provides data types to store and use different types of values. There we are storing, we are assigning the value, that is different type. Maybe it is number, maybe it is alphabet, maybe it is alphanumeric, symbols, etc. So numeric values specially belong to the number data type. So number database stores holds both whole number, that is integer, or maybe decimal point, that is with the decimal point dot, after dot we are using fractional part, that is decimal. So here example is given where y is equal to 1 lakh, it is given. That is one of the variable declaration part. How you declare? Where is keyword, y is the variable name, equal assigns 1 lakh. Again same, where z is equal to, we are using negative value minus 67 with decimal 0.99. So it is a declaration of numeric type, integer also or decimal also. Next, string type. Strings are used for storing text. String must be inside of either double or single quotes. Either double or single quotes. So they are giving the example. Strings using storing text, that is where x is equal to assign in the double inverted hello. Again where str, that is variable name str, is equal in the single inverted we are writing information technology. Then Boolean type, it represents only two values, true and false. So all relations we are using, so that time we are using Boolean like values true or false condition wise. If one of the condition is true or one of the condition is false, that time we require some Boolean variable. So that time we use that Boolean value, and it must be one value is true, and another condition they say you it is false. Infinity, division by zero, you and other special value. Just like that we are using variable a is equal to 3 divided by 0, so we can get the result infinite. Null, in JavaScript null is a just a value which means nothing, empty. When you are writing null, that means we are getting the answer null, that means there is a no value, there is empty value, no value, not, it is empty value, unknown. So it is supposed to be something that does not exist. Undefined, some of the integer, flow, decimal we are not declared over there, so it returns undefined when variable which is declared but not assigned. Just like that, where age, it is we are declared the variable but we don't know what age should assign the value, that is called undefined. And we are just using alert box is a method to show one of the dialog box and show the value, but we don't know what values it should be executed. So that is called undefined. So these are all the variable and data type, right? So I show you some of the declaration of the variable and assigns variable, one program. I'm sharing the screen. Okay, so see that now after welcome I am assigning some variable A, it stores the 10. Variable B, it stores the decimal point 10.55. Variable C, it assigns in the double invited one string information technology. Then var D is assigns the some of the null. Okay, empty value. So we let's see the output alert first upon A. Okay, I save the file. Again I go here and refresh the program. So it shows the A10 alert box. Okay, now again I am just alerting the next value B. Save. Again refresh, it shows the 10 first, after that decimal point. Again I am just using alert and see the C. File save. Again go on the refresh, first upon they show the A value, B value, now C value, that is the string. Again alert D. File save. Refresh, first upon A value, B value, C value, that is string, and then now null value also. Got it? Clear? Clear, students, how you assign the variable and how to show the value. You can show in the document.write also. If you want to show in the document.write, so document.write method, it show A is equal to, and we are assigning here using and A. Let's see. And A not there, comma. I'll say, yeah, comma. We have to use the comma operator to separate the variable. See that now the above side it show the 10 number, that is a value. Again if you are showing their B value, so we can see that 10.55. Got it? Clear? So this way we can display all the document.write or maybe alert box in the alert method. Fine. Okay. Now continue the PPT. See now. Here we are using now JavaScript operator. Operators are used to do arithmetic logical operations. We want to do the calculation. See, in HTML, we cannot do calculation and show in the web page. So we have to take the support of JavaScript language. So there is a basic operations, calculation work. We require the operators, and that may be arithmetic, logical, etc. So operator that require one operand is called as a unary operator. One operand, it is unary. But we require two operand, so it is called a binary operator. Most of the operators can be divided into groups: arithmetic, relational, logical. So first upon they show you the arithmetic operator and example. See that now. Plus operator, addition, example, A plus B, they are giving the result. Minus, subtraction, A minus B, giving the result. Multiplication, giving the result. A into B, see this is asterisk sign. Slash, division, A slash B, that is A divided by B. Then they give you remainder, that is percent modulus, it written remainder after divisions, remainder value. Let's see the practical. Okay. Now, in the heading section, I am declaring the script language and it show the output in the body section. See that now. I'm declaring the first of one variable A and variable B. A assigns value, B assigns value. Okay. Okay. Now want to do the calculations and show in the output. So we have to do that operator document dot write, and we say the additions is equal to, and say that directly a plus b. Okay, let's see the additions. Save the program, refresh it. We can see addition of that two number. Okay, then operator plus is over. Now a minus b. Now here we are using subtraction. File save. See that, refresh, subtractions. Okay, if you want to go on the new line, you should use the br tag inside the document dot write. Let's see. Yes, that is br tag represent for break, and we should write in the scripting language. We should write in between document dot write method. We are using in the double inverted br tag, that means break the. So any tag we have to write in the document write in the scripting statement. Again, after that multiplications, a into b, then division, okay, a divided by b. File save, refresh, see that output of addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. One more it is remain, that is modulus signs. Again we are using document dot write inside that break, and then remainder is a percentage b. File save, refresh, see that remainder 5. 50 divided by 50, that is remainder means remaining values, it is 5. Got it? So this way we can use the operator example. Now continue. Yeah, so now after arithmetic operator, this is the example they are already given here. This is the background yellow. They said program to calculate multiplication of two number. They are declaring a b c. A is they are storing 76, b they are storing 99.45, c is equal to a into b. Then their calculation work it is over. Then they are showing here multiplication of two numbers, document right. We can use plus sign also. Plus is concatenation operator. We can joining, and we can see using heading show the output. Got it? Clear? And they show the output. You can try at home. Okay. Next operator is assignment operator. It is important to know that assignment operator is not equal to operator. Equals means it assigns the value, right? But assignment operator is used to assign value of an expression to array. It is assigning, just I is equal to I plus 2, I plus equal. So this is the assigning value of an expression. This means that value of expression on the right hand side is assigned to the single variable on the left hand side. So value of variable may change. So variable values may be changed in the next programming instruction. Example, variable p is equal to 400. That means assign the variable p 400. E for 457.930. A is a plus 7 valid expression. Variable str is equal to hello. It assigns string value to variable. String where c is equal to d. That means we are assigned. See now that c is equal to d. That means c assigns the d value. Okay, assign value of d to c. So this is assignment operator. Remember that in a programming statement, equal operator just evaluate right side expression, but assigned to the left hand side variable. So at the left hand side of is equal to operator always contains a single variable. Next one is relational operator. These are used to check conditions, comparison. Result of relational operator is Boolean, true or false. They are used in looping or in control structure. Operator less than, that means we are checking a is less than b. See that example, a less than b. If it is a is less than b, so it is, we get the result true. Otherwise, next else condition we can say it is false. A greater than B, so you see that A greater than B, so it is true. Otherwise, next one, if A is less than B, so it is false. A less than equal to, that means what? A less than equal to means it is less than and equal value also. Just like that, A have the 15 number and B also have the 15 number. So in that condition, both values you can check, less than also and equal to also. That is less than. So it is true. Same like that, greater than equal to, and greater than it is true, on equal to also. Equal to same value it will check. Otherwise it is false. Not equal to, we can see that explanation and equal, that is called not equal to. Okay, nothing, whatever values are there not equal to B, then only it is. See that now, example. Okay, we check one of the example with the relational operator. See, I'm declaring here A and B. Okay, and we are checking that if A greater than B, so document dot write, we want to say that A is greater than B. Okay, so this statement will display if A is greater than B. Save the work, see the output. Now we are getting answer A is greater than B because we have A is 50 and B is 50. But suppose I write there 10 numbers. Now see that statement will display or not. Now go on. See, now statement will not display because we are not writing else statement. We want to write the else statement, so we can write else. Okay, if A is not greater than B, then it must be B is greater than A. File save. See that. Got it? See here now A is 10, B is 15. That's why we are getting the second else answer. False. Condition is there. This is condition. So this way we can write the if statement. If A greater than B, so we get the statement A is greater than B. Else, let's see now we are using both values are same. Okay. Then we are using that A greater than equal to B. So we can say that A is greater than B or equal to A. Okay. Else A is not greater than B or equal to A. Okay, let's see. Save. Refresh. See now, A is greater than B or equal to A because both values are 10. But if you are writing the one of the values different, so we can get the output another of A is not greater than B or equal to A. Got it? Clear about that? If it's not equal to B, so we can get that answer A is not equal to B. Not equal to B. Okay, A is not equal to B. Just one statement. File save, refresh. See, we are getting A is not equal to B. If it is equal, so we can say else A is equal to B when both values are same. Same. See, this is the not. Got it? And if you are writing equal, so only we have to change the statement. These statements we have to go up, and this statement we have to go in the else. That means same answer we will get. A is equal to. Got it? All relational operator. So now next, after relational operator, there are some logical operator. And or, see that now, and how they write shortcut and above the 7 number, double shortcut and, that is called and. Then after that, or, see that now, pipe sign, two pipe sign, they not, that is exclamation. We can get the example also here. If we are writing variable age 25 and variable salary 50,000, They're checking both conditions. If age is greater than 55 and salary is greater than 25,000. So this condition is true. The both condition are true. So we are getting answer in AND operator. But in OR, same thing. Any one condition are true, we are getting the answer. Just like that here, variable number is equal to -1. So they are checking both things. Number is less than 0 or number is greater than 100. We are getting answer true. Any one condition is true, so we can get answer true in the or not. Their variable z is equal to, if not z is equal to 0, that means in the false conditions we can get an answer true. False. If it is 0, z is not equal to 0, that is answer is. This is the logical operator we are used to verify more than one condition at a time and negate the condition. Got it? See the one example related, three numbers who is greater than. I'm using here A, B, and now C. Here A is have 10, 15, and C is have the 5. Let's check. Now if A is greater than B, greater than B, and A is greater than C, then we can say A is greater than B and C. But if it is not A and greater than B, so we can say A is smaller than B and C. Okay, so let's check output, refresh. Yeah, they're getting answer. A is smaller than B and C. Now first of all, first condition is true. That's why second condition is also. See that now both conditions are true, then only it show the step. Okay, both condition. So let's check another thing. If A is not greater than B, so we have to check the another condition, that is a else if maybe B greater than A and then B greater than C. So we can say that what document dot write B is greater than A and C, right? Else nahi hai to C is greater than A and B. See that now. One statement only we check. Greater कौन है? So greater than A and B. Got it? File save. Refresh now. See that B is greater than A and C. We get the answer. B is greater than A and C. See here now again. If we are checking with first condition A greater than B, it is true. No, false. Again, we check that A greater than C. It is true. But one condition is false. Answer is false. It go to the next statement. See else if else if ladder. Iron condition A greater than B nahi hai. So you check the B greater than A. Yes, true. B greater than C, true. That's why it show that statement. Got it? We will check that we do thing 5 and here now 50. Let's see the answer. Now we are getting answer C is greater than A and B. Q? Because here first condition is false. Any both condition is true, then only in the AND statement, logical AND, it is true. But if it is one of the condition is false, we are getting answer false. That's why you go to the next condition. B greater than A? No. B greater than A? No. False. Go to the else statement. Now बचा हुआ क्या है? C is greater than A and B. That's the output. Got it? How do we have to use the logical operator? This way we can use for the OR also. This way you can use for the NOT also. You practice at home. Check it. Some example you take it and you can check it. Next. Now next operator is increment or decrement operator. Plus plus and minus minus. What is that? Increment operator in JavaScript used to increment the value by 1. Just like I plus plus. That means I is equal to I is equal to I plus 1. It is increment by 1. There are two ways we can increment, pre or post. Pre means Before, value of variable is incremented before it is used in expression. And post, that means variable x is increment after it is in use in expression. Same like that, decrement. It decreased by 1. I minus minus, that means I is equal to I minus 1. But here also pre-decrement and post-decrement. Value of variable x is decrement before it is used in expressions, or post-decrement, value of variable is decrement after it is used in expression. Okay. Last one in this session I will do, and then next session I will continue the another thing, comments in JavaScript. Last comments. If you don't want to show the statement in output, so that part we can write in a comment. There are two way we can write the comment. It's single line and multi-line. Comments are non-executable statement in a program. These are used to provide informations to explain your programming construct. So that's why statement added in comment are ignored by JavaScript. First of all, first single line slash slash, and any statement you are declaring, it will not show in your output. That is only help us what programs we write over here. Multi-line comment, that is a more than one line. If you want to write a slash asterisk sign, and then you can write many statement, then after that again asterisk and slash, that means end of the comment. So multi-line are used to comment on more than one line. Got it? Clear? So next time we will see the another part of the JavaScript. So I have to stop that sessions. Okay. Thank you very much, students.